Titancraft. Hey guys, and welcome to Season 7, Episode 4 of Titancraft. And Titancraft is Tango Tech's Patreon pay-to-play server. If you'd like to join this community, I'll have a link in the description below. Also, come follow me on Twitch, guys. If you like to see what kind of shenanigans and video spoilers I usually show off when I'm streaming, I'll have a link in the description for that as well. But for today, what are we doing? What are we going to do today? I mean, it's not like we don't have plenty to do. But what we got to do today, we got to get this, like, the center point, kind of like the center main feature in for this lower part of the build here. I'd say lower part because, you know, of course, Sober and Cash are working on the upper part up there. And you can kind of see over there what they're doing. They got to build up these things all around here. But anyways, that'll Sober will be covering that in his videos. I'm only going to be doing what I'm doing down here. But what we got to do is we got to put this spire in. And basically this is just going to be like kind of like a towerish, circle-ish kind of build here in the middle. And what I plan on doing, I think, we'll have to move all this stuff. The main storage is going to be in this building, but I'm going to have like a spiral staircase going around and down. And the main storage is going to be down here, at least as far as right now it is going to be. I mean, it could always change because we're in the very early stages of doing the base here. But anyways, what we're doing, welcome new person! And all this stuff can go because we're going to need this space out here. Because what I'll do, and this is just future plans, like what we've been doing down here on these walls, I'm going to carry this over to the outside. I'm going to put it like a wall like that. It's something we can walk on top of the wall, like a little path on top of the wall. And then that way we can kind of run around it if we need to. I don't think we'll need to, but I'm just saying. And we'll put some towers out there that the wall will connect to. I think this will be pretty cool. It's a pretty good idea, I think. And I've been working on these pads and stuff during streams. So if you'd like to see how I do these pads, just come check out my stream, guys. But anyways, let's see what we got up here. What we got going. This is the layout for the upper part of the center spire here. I just dug a flat surface. It won't be flat when we're done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this thing out first. What I'm going to do first is build the main structure of it with just the deep slate, because I'm an idiot and I mined it all up with silk touch, so I just have the deep slate, not the Caable deep slate. I didn't realize until about a double chest full in that I needed to not use silk touch on it, basically. Because if you don't use silk touch, you get the Caable deep slate. And the Caable deep slate is the stuff that you can do a lot of stuff with. I'm sure a lot of you guys knew that. It took me a while to figure that out myself, but anyways. Also, I'm going to mention too, for our bees, I've been building during the night, or the afternoon and the night, because the bees stop work about right here in the sun, I think. So I'll work through the night, and then I'll go up and AFK in the bee farm. So, because we gotta get that shop, guys, is doing really well so far. I had over a stack and a half of diamonds in that thing, which pretty much cleaned me out though too. So, there's Nita. Hello, YouTube. Nita will be happy. I tell you what, she's been extra feisty today. She's been home on a holiday. That girl, something else. But anyways, it kind of looks like a little star pattern here, but you'll see what it is when I get the walls built up. So, like I said, I'm basically just going to build this whole thing out of the deep slate. We'll go back in and add detail and take some blocks out. So swap some blocks. We're just going to use one type of block for now, because I just want to get the main part of this base kind of built just as fast as I can. So that's what I'm going to do next. And then these four are like kind of like balconies, but they're all at different levels. They'll all be different Y levels when I'm done, when they're built up. Like this one's short, kind of like that. I mean, it's a little taller than that, and then this one back here is a lot taller. Like all the way, it'd be the tallest. I think all in all, this thing is about 30 to 40 blocks tall. I know that's a lot of difference when you're only talking about 30 or 40 blocks, but I didn't count it off the top of my head. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. And once I have these main blocks in, I'll bring you guys back and kind of show you what it looks like. I think it looks kind of cool. I hope you guys do too. But anyways, I'm just raring to go. I'm ready to get this thing. But I want this whole town built, and then just start detailing. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to detail as we go, because if I get behind on the detail work, I'll never catch up because you guys know how I detail. Or the ones of you that know me know how I detail. It can get crazy sometimes. But anyways, like I said, I'll get to building because if I start rambling, I'll never stop. Alright, I got the general structure of this thing in here. At least the bottom part. It goes up to like right up here. But there's a little part that goes up a little even further. Because, you know, we got to have some height on it. Oh! I just noticed! We have jump boost! Oh, awesome! Thank you so much, Sober. Oh, that is amazing. This is going to make this so much easier now. Oh my goodness. That's awesome that I realized it during when I was recording. Because this wasn't here last night when I finished. But now, what I'm going to do next is I want to work on these corners. And these corners all vary in height. And what I'm going to try to build this one with you guys on camera. Or at least half of this side, you know, because this side and this side of these corners are going to be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get busy building and bring you guys back when I'm ready to build with you guys. Alright, here. Now we're going to finish up the last of the 4 corners here. It's not really, I guess it is a corner. I don't know. These little peninsulas that stick out here. And each of them are different heights, as we said before, which means all 4 of these are a little different. And I'll point out the differences here in a second. First, I just kind of want to get this thing built. Kind of get Nancy. There we go. Like so. Grab the bushes. 1 there, 2 there. And then just kind of vary these things up. And then boom, boom, boom. And boom. Like so. Wait, what was over there? These were. Okay. And then we have our little... I don't know why, but I just like this trick right here with the 2 walls and the fence posts in the middle. I just think it's really... Yeah, there. Look. Look at this guy. I thought it would be Anita that'd be photobombing. I thought it would be Anita, but it was Sober. Because Anita asked me what I was doing right before I started recording. That's usually a pretty good sign of what she's going to do. But yeah, it was Sober this time. It surprised me. Just do this little middle part right here. I have a lot of these like spike things all over the base. I don't know why I went so heavily on them, but I don't know. I just kind of like them. They work. They work well enough anyways. I shouldn't say they completely work, but yeah. They work good enough for what we're doing here. And then we just kind of alternate these on the bottom of the block, and this corner is done. I'm got to go up top and do a little bit on the top of this thing. Like this is like a little entrance in here. Come on, jump. There we go. Got the pick, because this is going to be windows in here. I don't know why I missed these. Like this, and then we put the upside down stairs here, and then down one, and then down another one over there. And then we just kind of randomize these up here. And like so, you guys know how I do this. Like when I try to randomize like what types I use here, I try to keep the numbers somewhat even. Somehow or another it helps me keep these pretty random here. So jump up here, throw these upside down stairs on this part, and then slabs in front of the stairs, and then these on top of here. Now the sides are done here. Now I still want to do the inside of this here, just the top. I'm going to frame in these windows here basically, so when we do put glass in, it'll connect up everywhere. And these will keep this kind of spawn proof. I still have to figure out some lighting up here to make this spawn proof, because these are, you know, obviously spawnable right here on these blocks on those deep slates. But for the most part, it should be pretty good. Like the ones on the furthest out, they're light level 7. So why can't this be 118? They'd be fine. It's me whining. I just wanted to whine a little bit. Makes me feel better. There we go. These go upside down here, and here, here, there, and there. I've had trouble seeing those lines on these deep sleds, so that I have to say. Ooh, that one's going to be a little tricky to place. Let me jet out here just a hair. We'll frame those in like that, then like this and like this. Oh wait, I gotta do this top bit first. That's how I have been doing it. So I can kind of keep a track on how I'm doing this here. This goes up here, and then like right there to close that in. Now that part right there is going to be open, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I like to have little airspace openings like that in different places in my builds. I think it helps out. But this quarter is done now. So that only took about 4 minutes to build the small one. The other ones were a little bit more complicated, and I'll show you. I'll show you why. I don't know. I just really like this. I need to get the glass in here. It really helped this a lot. There's an entity up here. Got to get it, or the mods will yell at me. Plus, it's cobbled deep slate. We need that. But so this corner is done. It's all detailed out. Like I said, all I got to do is put the glass in. Let's see over here. You can see this one's a little taller. So what I did is I added just these little bit of details in the in between there, just to give it a little something. And I carried that diagonal line. I have a lot of diagonals in this, as you can see, kind of like this. I don't know, it just really helps with the build, I think. Let's jump over here. You can see over here this was a little bigger, so I added a couple more blocks. And these are all, I'm going to randomize these blocks out. Also, I have to destroy this after we build it. It's a very inefficient way of building, but you know what? I was thinking this is probably the best way for my brain to do this. And these are windows too as well in there. But this one didn't have as much room, so I didn't put anything in there. But it was, you know, it spaced out well enough. And then this over here, of course, is even shorter. So these actually kind of lined up almost perfectly how I wanted it to be. But anyways, what I'm going to do now is I have these side bits to do. What I'm going to, like, I've already done the entrance here. I already detailed out the entrance. You guys saw that already? I guess I forgot to point it out too. But I wanted to go ahead and, like, do something, you know. I needed to do something in here because it was driving me nuts just having this little weird wall here. And all these blocks have purposes and everything. And you'll see here as we go. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the three sides pretty much up to that same point. So at least the bottom half of the first half is done. So I guess a quarter of a build, a half is a quarter, right? But anyways, what I'll do is fall down and then get busy. Look at that! Look at that lava. This thing has made so much lava. We're actually out of iron buckets. Oh well, though. But like I said, I'm going to finish up this area right here. Like, do these two. Hopefully, do these two. Maybe I can come back and bring you guys and build the last one with you. Well, I hope. We'll see. If not, I'll update you at least after these three are done. Alright, we're back, and I got into super build mode again, guys, and kind of did some stuff. I actually, you know, I'm a lot farther along than I was before, but I want to give you a little progress update. We're going to build this little section up here. I'll kind of show you the sides here first, and kind of show you the front here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be building this top part of this. I've already built the bottom part, and there's lanterns on the side, like you'll see over here, I think. Unless I'm lying to you, and I hope I'm not. No, I'm not. As you can kind of see over there, when we're done with the bottom half of this thing, I'll take a fly around for you guys and let you guys kind of see it a little better than this kind of crappy angle that I have it at right now. But what we're going to do here is we're going to jump up. And level 92 is actually a pretty good spot. So we'll go up to Y level 92. There we go. That's all I really need. And we'll take a little platform all the way across here. This will help us speed things along. I've already done this quite a few times here, but I don't have the blocks out ready to go, of course, because when have I ever been prepared, right? We'll go like this. This will be windows again in here. I have to put some more the deep slate blackstone tile. But over here, I'm using the polished deep slate stairs. I really like all these go together so well. And when we randomize these blocks, it'll look so much better. Because right now it's kind of one note, and we're definitely going to change that for sure. Can't have my builds one note. No way. Oops. That's, you know, I haven't done that at all the way around this thing. And as soon as I'm with you guys, you know what? We'll just blame Anita. We'll just blame Anita. We'll say it was her fault. There we go. I don't know. I hope you guys like these little building sessions that I do with you guys. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge of trying to build while I talk. I need all the help with talking I can get. I'm sure you guys know this already, though. It is making this easy, me using all one style stair. I might go back through and throw in some just the regular andesite stairs, not the polished ones. I'm not sure yet. I've been debating on it. I can't decide if I'm going to or not. When we go to rough this thing up, because we will rough this thing up. For sure. And then we go upside down there, and I need to get out. What am I missing? I'm missing something. We'll find it here in a second, I'm sure. Alright. Run over here, do the same thing. These go on top of that, and then there's three on that one, and 2 on the one on the. You see, I trying to keep this little diagonal line throughout this whole build here, and we'll probably repeat it in other builds as well. And we're just throwing something right here just to give it a little something extra, because it needs it, I think. Oops, let's get out these. Like that, and then that will be like that. It's a temporary block here, just so I can get a block like that. Basically what we're doing are I think, I'm not sure if they're called battlements or not, but these little edges that you, like the little things you have pop up. And another thing I might do too is move the middle one up 1. I don't know why, but to me it seems like that would work really well. This might end up being a pretty lengthy episode, because I plan on finishing this whole build with you guys here before we end this episode. At least the outside of it. Well, I'm going to do the inside of it too. If it gets too long, what I'll do is I'm just going to build it and then kind of show you guys everything that I've done. Because this is only about half as tall as it's going to be. There's another little center spire here. And it's not as much material to use, though, to get that. Because it's very much thinner. So we'll go ahead and finish this, and we'll take a fly around so you can kind of see the top half of this thing. You know, let's just do that. It's fine. Oh boy. Really botched that up, didn't I? As the sun comes up here. Like that. Now, for the most part, I don't use my rockets too often. I usually use my trident. But when I'm with you guys, I'll use my rockets. It just makes things a lot easier. But you can kind of see how I'm going to need to take that out. Oops! Of course, I ran out of render distance, so you can't see it. But yeah, I think this is looking pretty cool. Now, next thing I need to do is I need to take care of over these doors. That's not too complicated though. But you can kind of see what's going on here. The interior is not, obviously not done. But that's coming. The interior. I'm actually going to do. Silly ghost box. But anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of do the outside of the doors and get those ready to go. I might start the interior. One thing I need to get in is the path that's going to lead down to where the storage room is going to be. But that's what I'm going to work on next. I'm probably going to throw the roof on, put this up, get most of the roof on anyways. I'll have to take a look at where we are time-wise in this video, but yeah. We're going to make some more progress here, and I'll probably just come give you another update. And we're back, guys, and I've got quite a bit done now. The bottom half of this thing is done. We just have that center spire left to do. But I'll give you guys kind of a flyby around, or a fly around here. I don't know, fly around, something like that. But yeah, let's start up here. There we go. You see, I got the top of it on for the most part. Like I said, the Spire will add a bunch to it. And you can see the sides over here. The other three sides are just like that one, except for, there's varying heights on the little corner pieces here. But I'll take you on the inside here. I got this is all done. The interior is done. Except, I got to add the glass in. There's some windows, and we'll put some light gray glass in. I'll do that in between this cut and the next one. I'm pretty much going to get this thing in like finished, pristine condition between this cut and the next one. And so we'll have the rest of those thin spire that jets out up the top, and then we'll have a spiral staircase going down. The spiral staircase will be unfinished for this episode. I just want to get this the center keep built. All this grass in here is going to be going bye bye, getting rid of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Get rid of it. And then also, I'm trying to decide when we're going to switch out some of these blocks just to kind of vary it up. To give you guys an idea what I'm going to do here, let me go grab a few down here. I wasn't prepared to do this because I didn't think I was going to. But I just kind of want to show you guys what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm sure you guys have a pretty good idea. I'm trying to find... There, that's the stack I was looking for right there. Basically, I'm going to use these 3 blocks. And we'll just do it on this area right over here. And I moved the beacon that Sober gave us so generously. But like, just get rid of some blocks. Place some different ones. You can see there's a little variation in there. Between the Caable, the deep slate, and the deep slate. And that's perfect. That's just what I want. And then we have a little bit more variation in here. And, just something to change this up. Because I don't like the straight deep slate, because that's what this is. Because I mine so much with Silk Touch, needed to give a use for it here. But this shouldn't take too long to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna finish this thing up. Like I said, it's gonna add about twice the height to this thing. But it's just a little thin spire. But it's pretty complicated. So I'm probably just gonna build it again. I don't want this episode to run, an hour long. And then throw the glass in, and we're gonna rough it up like we did the portal in the last episode. And I think what I'll do is I'll wait until after I rough it up to like kind of put the variation of the blocks in. But that adds so much. I just want to do this now. Now that I started it. But I really like that. It's gonna help with this thing a lot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get busy. Hopefully it won't take very long to get this centerpiece in here. I don't think it will. And then I'll bring it back, and then I'll kind of show you again what we do to rough this thing up. Probably go over the steps that I take like I did over there on that one. And last episode, just in case you didn't see it, I really wanted to show you like what I'm going to be doing to all these buildings. Hopefully, I know I said it was inefficient to build it out like this first, but I kind of want you guys to see these buildings before I do rough it up. That way you can kind of see the transformation I'm using and the way that my brain works, like when it comes to something like this. We'll be putting like bushes all over this as well, just the spruce. We're only using spruce and azalea this season, so that part of it is going to be, makes it a lot simpler than what I usually do, because I usually use 4 or 5 bushes. So everything is a little easier. It's only 1 tree to farm. Well, 1 tree for leaves, anyways. Well, I guess there's 2 trees for leaves because the azaleas as well. But again, we're using spruce on the building part of it, and then as the overgrowth, we're using the azalea, just to kind of cover that again. But I'm rambling on again, like I usually do. I always ramble on. I just need to get straight to it, right? So let me do. Like I said, I will stop stuttering, hopefully. And, get this done. So I'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back, and the keep is as clean as it's going to be. Or I guess as finished as it's ever going to be. Because now we're going to destroy it. But you can kind of see how tall it is now. And I have some other plans to do some stuff around the spire here for a ways. But that's later. We're not going to do that in this video or the next video. Because like I said, the next video is going to be the storage system. Yeah, the storage system. It's going to be a sorted thing that doesn't have any redstone. Just when somebody else sorts it for us. Let's see. Hope you didn't hear my phone going off because I'm professional. But here's the inside of it. I mean, it's still the same, except for I kind of put this. I went ahead and put the placeholders for the spiral staircase in, but we'll get into this next episode. I'll have to move that as well. We'll probably make it bigger too, so we can get more dripstone because dripstones. I love that texture of that block. Can't really see it here. Of course, I had to talk about it, so now I have to show it to you. There you go. I love that. It really goes good for stone detail work and stuff. It's just another option they added. They keep adding stuff. But for now, the next step we got to do, well, the next couple steps we got to do here is we need to make it look overgrown like we did on this one over here. And this is going to take quite a bit. I'm just going to do a little section of it here for you. Also, another thing, Anita's is the Discord messaging me. Oh my goodness, everything's going off at the same time today, guys. I'm trying to get stuff done. Naders. But anyways, but you can also see I did a little section here of like switching out the blocks. I can't remember. Did I do? Yeah, I did that with you guys in the last clip. It's been a couple days since that last clip. But anyways, let's get into this and stop kind of dilly-dallying around here. We'll get rid of some of this. I don't have all this. Anita, you know, she knows I'm recording too. Give me 1 second here. Should have turned that off to begin with. She knows better. I'll pick those entities up in a little bit. My inventory is full, so I can kind of show you guys what I'm doing. There we go. Now we're just gonna start with this stone, I think. Probably make this just about solid, just to make sure we push all those materials, because those materials are valuable to us here. Let's go over here a little bit. This is something I haven't designed. This is just something I'm doing by ear here, and I think, and for the purposes of YouTube, I am going to do the whole build first, just to kind of show you guys like what I get designed and stuff. Once we get to the smaller builds, it won't take near as long to do this, which is something I'm really looking forward to. This is also going to be the most resource intensive. I'm gonna put a block there for now, just so I can put a glowberry bush there. Let's see. Let's get rid of this stuff. I'm really gonna hack this up here. Those can stay. I'll get those later from beneath. There we go. Like I said, this isn't something I've worked out yet. I just kind of want to get an idea here what this is going to look like, because I really don't know yet. Go through some. This moss works really well in this. I don't even have to, like, I usually, because I go in and I'll throw andesite or Caable in as well. And what I might end up doing in the future later on is adding some dripstone into this as well. I guess I should have regathered those blocks. We'll go and gather stuff here in a little bit. Here, I'll just throw one up there, like that. And our lighting sources are not going to come from the stuff behind bushes like we usually do and trapdoors. Well, for one, because Anita won't leave the trapdoors alone, and two, because I've always been looking for another option for lighting, and they've finally given me one, and I'm so happy about it. Like, static, actually. I'll put a couple of these bushes down. One thing I didn't grab is carpet, but I'll do that later. It's not a big deal. I know I have already shown you this once, how I do this. Oops. That's not the right block. This is the right block. Using our azalea bushes, like I said, I was going to, for the overgrown bits of this. So I don't want that over there. Can have this kind of drip down over here. Put another bush over here. Just kind of throwing these in wherever I see where they would fit. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. So that works well here. Now what we'll do is I'm going to do this first. I'm gonna go ahead and grow it down because I meant to bring I meant to bring Domino with me too. I tried to be as prepared as I could be, and it didn't work because me. Oh, I cannot wait until they they change that to where this is gonna stop spawns too, the glow lichen in the next update. It's gonna be amazing. So we'll do that. Let's add a couple bits of dripstone here. And we'll add it hanging down too, and these will be taller up here because we'll have pieces kind of jetting off to the sides and stuff. This is going to take me quite a bit of time. Let's throw some on here too as well. That's a really good spot for this stuff. I don't want it. I'm trying not to put it on the where it's going to be right here because we have this part to do too. And it's still going to be a lengthy episode. As much as I try to keep these things down for you guys, I just kind of want you guys to see, you know, my thought process of this. There we go. Throw some on top of here as well. There we go. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this kind of style of build is turning out. It's kind of working out pretty good. At least in my opinion, it is. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I like to build with you guys on camera. It's just fun to me. But this is going to get really complicated really fast. Because I do want to make holes in the building to where this stuff goes all the way through the build as well. But because we don't have a floor in here really, yeah. But we got to make sure we hit all these spots, all the flat spots like on here and everything, because we got to make sure it's spawn proof, obviously. All right. I mean, you guys are watching this. You guys get the idea of what I'm doing. So basically, in between cuts, I'm going to finish this build. I hope. So that means, you know, finishing all of these, because there's going to be a lot of these. There's not going to be much of the building left recognizable. Probably. Kind of like how we did the portal over. You can see the structure there, but you can also see how overgrown it is. So we're going to be putting these azalea bushes all over the place. I'm probably going to have to farm up more. I'm guessing I don't have enough. And that jump boost makes this so much easier. Oh my gosh, it's like night and day easier. And guys, if you never know where to put something or what to put on something, just throw a wall in there. A wall you can never go wrong with the wall, in my opinion. There we go. But there, I mean, you can kind of see where we're going with this. You know what? We're gonna throw another lichen up here on these because we can. Just like that. It's just you gotta play around with it until you find something that you really like. And that's basically what I've done here. I think a lot of these. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna go collect these. But anyways, I'm going to finish up this build, collect these entities. Yes, mods. I'm gonna collect the entities, and then I'll bring you guys back and show you the final product and kind of wrap this episode up. I know it's been a long one again, but hopefully this will be one of the longer ones of the season. But then again, who knows? And we're done with this little center keeper spire. I'm not even sure what it is exactly. Let's go show it. Oh, a boom fell in. Also, I want to point out this path that we did on the stream. Yeah, I really like this path. I know this is a little off topic, but I really like this path. This is mainly designed by Sham. He or the blocks were picked out by him, and he did a little patch over there. But yeah, he did a pretty good job on the blocks. So you know what, we used it, so I thought I'd give him credit. But let's go take a closer look at this thing. I mean, on the front, it's kind of hard to see it, and I might end up trimming this back a little bit. But you can still see the structure in there for sure, and that's what I wanted. But it needs to mainly be overgrown because, you know, that's what we're doing this season. But I'll show you from the side. I'll show you from all the other three sides as well, I guess. Why not? Let's see. Over here, it's a little better on this side. I went a little crazy on it. Oop. that banner surprised me. Ah. But here we go. It's a lot better on this side, actually. We'll go check out the back, and then we'll check out the inside of it as well. The inside, that's what I was forgetting, the inside of it. I can't really get a good view back here because this is where we've been farming trees. Yeah. Yeah. Or this. Only when I'm recording it, I manage to do something like that. Let's see, can I jump over here? Can I do a little parkour action? The wings are good for parkour. No! I thought there was a block there. Yeah, the sides are a lot better because you can definitely tell that there's structure. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't knock down enough stuff. There's a learning curve for me for doing something like this. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And I might, end up, adjusting some of this too. Because as we go, we'll get a lot better at, ruining the build and everything. Oops, I didn't put a string under that one. Well, to fix that. I don't like that going all the way down like that. But in here, I like the way this looks in here too. I had to cover this up because it was getting too compact. I kept falling all the way down to the ground there, another 10 blocks or so. Besides, we'll get into this in the next episode. What's going under there. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this. I really am happy with this. I kind of like this build style. It's something I haven't really done before. I've done one building that I destroyed, but I built it all up and then made it look like meters were coming through it. I can't remember what season that was. I didn't do a video on it. That was before I was doing YouTube, so I don't have anything really to document that. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I know it was another long one. My building episodes seem to be getting longer and longer and longer. It seems like I'm trying not to make that the case, but I like to build with you guys while I'm talking here. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this episode. Have a good day or night. Bye. Ugh.